there. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. It's Friday. It is October the 31st. I'm Emily Vukovic.
Double yippee yahoo! Of course, you got your cowboy hat
It's the
on.
best I could come up with at such short notice.
You know, we've only known it's coming for a month or so.
Yeah, but do you remember what we wore last year?
Yeah.
I was Wonder Woman.
I was Superman.
And the costume was so incredibly uncomfortable that I vowed to never wear something like that again.
Well, there's a little bit of nylon and stuff.
It was
like
awful.
That, yeah.
The corset was tight. It was hard to breathe. It just
you look kind of cute in it.
Well, I don't care. Not wearing it again, but happy Halloween.
Well, wait, this time we're bringing a few props in. I've been working on the house. I got some pumpkins carved and things like that.
Well, we've got lots to talk about this morning. Not only Halloween festivities, but active weather coming our way. First, I'm going to turn things over to Tom. He's got an update on your commute. Well, we've got rain throughout the day today with this area of low pressure, and then behind it, as our winds shift to a very strong northeasterly direction, we are going to see very gusty conditions and the potential for a bit of a rain-snow mix. Now, in the long-range forecast, we do start to clear out throughout the day tomorrow, but we're not going to see any kind of sunshine until maybe late tomorrow afternoon. It is going to be cold, however. Sunday will be sunny, but below seasonal. Hi there. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us. It is Friday.
Yoo-hoo.
It is October the 31st.
Yay.
Happy Halloween. I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds. Yeah, I hope you have a good Halloween in spite of the rain showers. It's kind of yucky out there right now. I took a couple of pictures of the front of the house before I left. It was raining.
Yeah.
So anyway, it seems to be moving into our area.
It is. Let's take a look at the radar. You can see showers and
Lake Michigan today, and also Lake Huron.
yeah, up to 20 feet potentially on Lake Michigan, 7 meters.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it is really going to be intense. It's because we've got that very, very strong northeasterly winds. The fetch is going to be huge. So yeah, if you're traveling to those areas.
Could be interesting.
Yeah. All right. Well, yesterday wasn't too bad of a day. We cast the lead. Well, I'm going to have those details coming up. But first, here's Tom. Well, we've got rain primarily throughout the day today. It's going to be a light, cold rain just in time for trick-or-treating. So think umbrella and warm clothing under the costume. We do have that risk of a few isolated flurries through the late overnight and into tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow morning, we're looking at mostly a cloudy day. Not a lot of precipitation, but then finally on Sunday, the sun comes out. Monday, not a bad day, but then Tuesday, another system comes in, but temperatures will return to seasonal values through the GTA. Well, we are going to be wet, but it's also going to be cold. So prepare for both. Prepare for a snowsuit, potentially, and an umbrella. We've got rain through the GTA right now. It's not incredibly heavy rain, but it's still there. We are going to be seeing showers throughout the afternoon as you're getting the kids ready, as you're getting your pumpkins out and your last-minute decorations. You are going to be seeing some showers. By late overnight, this cold air filtering in behind this low is really going to start to make an impact throughout the GTA. So we're talking late evening, so around midnight. That is where places north of the GTA could actually pick up a rain-snow mix. We're talking like Vaughan, Newmarket, Mount Forest, in through Aurelia, through Barrie. That's where you could actually pick up a couple of centimeters of snow. 10 to 15 millimeters of rain before the snow kicks in. Areas further north, feel bad for the folks in Sudbury. They're going to see about 5 to 10 centimeters. As the system continues to track its way through, we're going to see much cooler air behind it, and we are left with below seasonal values over the weekend. Hi there. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. It's Friday. It is October the 31st. I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds. I'm holding our little monster lady. This is the lady that sits up in my window at home and stares out of the window at night.
She trying to compete with me with that hat or what?
Well, maybe. Nice hat. Anyway, this is the lady that the kids always look up there. Oh, who's that in the window?
Well, now you're telling them all. It's just a pumpkin with a face.
Well, they don't know that.
They do now.
Well, maybe. Anyway, we're ready for the kids.
We are. Everybody is so excited for Halloween, and unfortunately, it's going to be a wet one. I mean, you're going to have to think umbrellas and snowsuits potentially, because it is not only going to be wet, it is going to be cold in a little while, just to see how it feels to be in the first real snowfall of the season. Your long range coming up, but first, Tom, what's going on the roads? Well, we do have rain primarily throughout the day today, but this will start to clear. Not before it gets incredibly windy, however. We've got Fairly gusty conditions through the overnight through the GTA. We're looking at 50 to 60 kilometer an hour winds. So as you're putting out your last minute decorations this afternoon, just think about that. Think either, okay, I'm going to bring them in after trick-or-treating, or I'm going to make sure that they are down tight. Areas along Lake Michigan and Lake Huron, they could see winds gusting up to 100 kilometers an hour. Now behind this system, high pressure moves in, so by Sunday we'll be seeing sunshine, but temperatures are going to stay below seasonal.
And Emily is, well, she's a bit of a witch, I think.
You can get away with it because I'm wearing the hat. The hat that doesn't let me see very well. All right, there we go. I've adjusted. Okay, we do have rain on the way. We've got rain right now. We've got rain this afternoon, and we've got rain tonight. It is going to be a very cold rain for the trick-or-treaters, so bundle them up. This afternoon, as you're getting your pumpkins out and all your last-minute decorations, remember tonight the winds are going to be gusting anywhere from 50 to 60 kilometers an hour, so either batten them down or bring them inside. A lot of cold air filtering in behind this system, and that means we are going to see a fine line of a rain-snow mix anywhere north of the 401. Milton, Georgetown, maybe a few flakes. We're looking at more significant snowfall through Vaughan and Newmarket, up through Uxbridge. We could see some through Collingwood, as well as in through Barrie and Orillia, accumulating potentially 2 to 5 centimeters, 10 to 15 millimeters of rain through much of cottage country. Snowfall is going to be minimal, but look at Port Sudbury, 5 to 10 centimeters. All righty, now that we're all really scared before we eat breakfast, thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. I'm Emily Vukovic. I believe in ghosts, and there is no way I would go anywhere near a cold spot just to see if one's hanging out. No thanks, I'll stay back here. All right, well, everybody is getting excited for Halloween. A lot of homes have decorated so incredibly amazing. It's just to scare families. It really is. A lot of fun. Okay, we do have rain in the forecast for today, and it is going to be a cold rain. So bundle up those trick-or-treaters. As you're getting your last-minute decorations out this afternoon, keep in mind the winds tonight are going to be gusting 50 to 60 kilometers an hour, so either batten them down or bring them in after trick-or-treating has finished. Around midnight, it looks as though there is going to be a very fine line of mixing moving its way closer to the GTA, places like Newmarket and Vaughan and Uxbridge and Thornhill. We could pick up a few centimeters. It's not going to accumulate because the ground is just too warm, but you can see light dusting on the grass, light dusting on the roof, that kind of thing. Places like Barrie can pick up about 2 to 5 centimeters. All right, I'm going to turn things over to Tom Reynolds. Hopefully he has better news than I do. Well, unfortunately, all day and all night. Trick-or-treaters are certainly going to have to bring an umbrella, wear a rain jacket, and maybe a snowsuit underneath the costume because it is going to be a very cold rain as well. Showers this afternoon continuing in through the evening. Keep in mind that we've got winds tonight, 50 to 60 kilometers an hour, so bring in the Halloween decorations after trick-or-treating is over. We do have that fine line of mixing that's inching its way closer to the GTA by about midnight, so places like Newmarket and Vaughan and Uxbridge and Thornhill could be seeing that mixing. Now, I wouldn't be surprised in the GTA if you just kind of step out tonight, late tonight, like early tomorrow morning, like 2 a.m., and you think, oh, is that snow? That might be snow. Not sure. It could be. We've got that potential. Down towards the lakeshore, it looks as though we're going to stay primarily all rain. About 2 to 5 centimeters, closer to 2 for much of cottage country. Once this low moves out of the way, we've got high pressure moving back in, but for the weekend, temperatures are going to remain below our seasonal average. All right, thanks so much, Kevin. Yeah, I love how he always leaves the good news to us. Here's something that is not a trick. Mm-hmm. This is snow in Sudbury.
Oh,
Hi,
here's
Chrissy.
Chrissy. Oh, boy.
How's it going?
Oh, you know, Emily, you know me all too well because you and I are the same in regards to loving the heat. So for me, this is a spooky and haunted Halloween. Look at this. I mean, already an accumulation of several centimeters of snow here in Sudbury. I'm working on constructing a snowman. Luckily, temperature-wise, yes, you have to be bundled up. It's -1, feeling like -7. But I've been out here for a while, and it's still in that comfortable stage. But overall, the attitude here in Sudbury, people have been taking it all in stride, getting out and enjoying. But I know the main thing, if you are traveling out on the roads, you really have to be cautious. Already I've seen the plows make a couple of passes, but it is still on the messy side. So be cautious if you're traveling around the Nickel Belt. And for those of you that are dressing up as Frozen for Halloween, well, you got that one right this year.
Oh, see, like we almost need to do like a split screen with her and
really-
Kevin and just be like, it could be worse.
That is awful. It really is. If you're wondering what I'm holding an old pumpkin head that we sometimes put on our door. This is Liam's first Halloween costume. It's a little lamb's.
Oh,
Little lamb
little
ears.
Liam.
When he was just a little tiny boy. Now he's 6'1".
I don't think it'll fit him anymore.
No.
He is in Sudbury. It is cold and it is wet. We'll talk more about the rest of the weekend in just a moment. First, here's Tom. Well, we are going to be seeing rain primarily throughout the day today. Fairly gusty conditions picking up tonight. Winds gusting anywhere from 50 to 60 kilometers an hour. We are going to be seeing a clearing trend behind this cold weather, but it's going to come with a price. Temperatures will be below seasonal for the weekend, but sunny come Sunday and Monday. Well, we've got rain right now coming down through the as Tom was just showing you on the cameras. Temperatures are going to be dropping throughout the day today. It is going to be cold by tonight as you're getting your last minute decorations out, getting your pumpkins ready, your kids ready, and their last minute details. Remember that the winds are going to be gusting anywhere from 50 to 60 kilometers an hour tonight, so bring in those Halloween decorations. A lot of cold air coming in behind this system, which means we could potentially see a fine line of mixing through much of the GTA, especially to the north, Vaughan, Newmarket, through Uxbridge, Thornhill, Barrie, Aurelia, Bracebridge, Gravenhurst. I mean, all those areas could be affected by mixing, and the potential is there for a few centimeters of accumulation, but it is not going to be as intense as it is, say, up in Sudbury, where Tom was mentioning that Chrissy Van was. She's experiencing a few centimeters right now as we speak. The low is going to move out. High pressure is going to move in. We'll see some sunshine by the end of the weekend. Thanks, Kevin. I'm not sure where Tom went, but I've been replaced with my co-host, or the scary, scary woman who's trying to compete with me for a cowboy hat.
That's right.
I think mine wins.
I am. Yes.
This is the face that Tom shows little kids when they come to his house.
Well, this one is up, and she's up in the window actually, looking down over the kids.
Ugh.
Yeah. So
She's got quite the nose.
doesn't she though?
She does.
Yeah.
Right, well, it is going to be wet and it is going to be cold this Halloween, so make sure you dress up the kids appropriately.
Ooh.
Maybe think snowsuit. Yeah, so north of the 401 corridor, I wouldn't rule it out from Milton, Georgetown, Newmarket, through Vaughan. Anywhere north of Kitchener could see some snow tonight, but late overnight, early tomorrow morning. Here's Tom now with traffic. We've got rain continuing throughout the day today and in through the early evening. By late evening, that is where we're going to see that transitioning period. We do have really strong northeasterly winds coming off the lake, so the winds are going to be gusting anywhere between 50 and 60 kilometers an hour. Think about your Halloween decorations. You may want to bring them inside after trick-or-treating is finished. Now, behind this low, we've got much cooler air, so even though the system is going to taper off by tomorrow morning, we are going to be only seeing daytime highs around 4 degrees for Toronto. By Sunday, the sun returns, we bump up to 7, and then we return to more seasonal values by the beginning of next week.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, I am doing really well. And you know what's really helped is the carefree attitude of everyone in Sudbury about this snow. Everyone taking it in stride. But talking about the roads, you can see behind, they are on the messy side. The plows have been out multiple times. But look at this. I mean, stomping my boot in there. There goes my foot in the centimeters of snow still accumulating. Some areas through the nickel belt could be seeing upwards of 15 centimeters. So be careful on the roads. And if you're heading out trick-or-treating tonight, well, you'll need to be bundled up.
Yikes, Chrissy. I'd rather you be me. I'd rather you than me. Rain right now throughout the GTA.
Follow, 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 follow. Back inside the studio. Bring your umbrella. Follow. Yeah, keep singing, keep singing. Follow, 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 follow the yellow brick road.
Yes, Kevin, you make a great Dorothy.
Going to pick. He goes and picks up Dorothy.
That's the Scarecrow.
Oh, okay, that's the Scarecrow.
Where were you the last minute?
I know. I just realized that. Yeah, sorry. I'm on a little slow speed this morning.
Tom needs some extra sugar. You need some candy.
I
maybe.
need some more coffee.
Yeah, I remember that. All right, well, we do have rain, and it is going to be cold for trick-or-treaters tonight. Chilly overnight, that's for sure. More details on the rest of the weekend coming up, but first, here's Tom. Primarily rain for us throughout the day today. It'll be light for trick-or-treaters tonight, but it's also going to be cold, only about 7 degrees, feeling like 4 when you factor in these northeasterly winds. Now, throughout the day tomorrow, we may see a fine line of rain-snow mix in through the GTA, but then once that tapers off by the afternoon, we've got high pressure moving in, which is good news because it means we're actually going to see some sunshine come Sunday and into Monday, but temperatures still below our seasonal average. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to see them disappear anytime soon. We've got them pretty much consistently throughout the day today and in through the evening. It is going to be a cold rain. We've got winds coming in from the north-northeast, which is going to make it feel closer to 4 degrees, even though our temperature will be around 7 during the trick-or-treating hours through Toronto. We are going to see primarily rain this afternoon, but as you can see, a very large push of cold air coming in behind this rain. So late evening through the overnight, Vaughan, Richmond, through Uxbridge, through Newmarket and Mount Forest, up through Barrie and Orillia, through Bracebridge and Huntsville. Everybody's going to be seeing that fine line of mixing, and the potential is there for a few centimeters of accumulation. Environment Canada has issued a special weather statement to many of those areas that I mentioned, talking about the risk through the overnight, and then tomorrow morning, I wouldn't rule out seeing a few flakes in the downtown core either. Thanks so much, Kevin. Yeah, Tom, now I know you decorate your house, to the nines.
The ghosts are ready, the smoke generator's ready, the sound system's ready.
Here's my question to you.
Yeah.
Winds are going to be gusting tonight, 50 to 60 kilometers an hour. Are you going to bring stuff in before bed, or are you just going to see what happens and hope for the best?
Actually, you know what? When I build it to withstand hurricane force winds.
Of course you do.
So those babies are going nowhere, including all my entrance to the front door. And
if you live in Georgetown and you end up with a ghost or a ghoul or a pumpkin on your lawn, it's his.
It could be, and the smoke's going to be coming out of that generator really fast.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
All right, well, we do have rain in the forecast for the day today. Toronto could see a bit of a rain-snow mix with those cold temperatures, with that moisture that's going to be lingering. We'll get more into the weekend forecast in just a moment, but first, here's Tom with traffic. We are already seeing the rain, and it is going to continue for the better part of the day. We may see a little window here and there, but I can't guarantee that it's going to be in time for trick-or-treating. Dress the kids in rain gear. It is going to be wet, and it's going to be cold. Behind this system, we are going to be seeing a lot of cold air pushing in, and that's why areas just north of the GTA could see that rain-snow mix as early as late evening through the overnight. And then by Sunday, all of this is going to clear out. We'll return to sunshine, but temperatures staying below seasonal. Oh, these poor kids. They're going to have to wear a hat like this one. It is so wide brimmed. Honestly, I was walking into the studio and my hat went first. It kind of opened the door for me. All right, well, we do have rain for the afternoon. As you're getting out your pumpkins and getting the kids ready in their last minute details, think warmth, because it's going to be cold with those northeasterly winds. We've got that transition period late overnight and into tomorrow morning for a bit of a rain-snow mix throughout the GTA. Thanks, Kevin. Now, Tom, I don't know how many Cowboys you know, but they don't stand like that.
They're always ready to draw.
Oh,
right?
I get it.
Closer
okay.
you are to the gun,
right.
the quicker the draw.
You're thinking like old Western style.
I'm talking about cowboy, old Western cowboy.
Right.
An old Western cowboy.
Do you think they'd sport that hat?
No.
Probably not.
My really good cowboy hat got wrecked.
Oh,
my
you can't have mine.
My son took it to a party.
Oh, Liam.
Yeah.
We're just going to have to showcase his costume on air in a minute. Do it now, Tom. Do it now. As you're getting the kids ready, by tomorrow morning, that is where we could see a bit of a transition through the GTA. I'll talk more about that coming up, but first, here's Tom. Yep, that's one way to describe it, wet and cold. So that is exactly what we're going to see throughout the day today, in through the evening. Here's a look at the radar. You can see showers all the way north of Barrie, and then it transitions into snow around the Nickel Belt, which is where we were joining Chrissy Van earlier this morning. They are seeing some serious accumulation on the roads. For us, it is going to stay all rain, but we will transition into the potential for a rain-snow mix later on. Through the late evening overnight areas north of the GTA, we could see a few flakes flying in the GTA downtown tomorrow morning. Thanks, Tom. Well, unfortunately, it is going to be wet and it is going to be cool for trick-or-treaters tonight. This afternoon, as you're getting your pumpkins out and your last-minute decorations, remember that the winds tonight are going to be gusting 50 to 60 kilometers an hour. So either batten them down or bring them in after trick-or-treating is finished. A lot of cold air coming in behind this system, and that is going to give us the potential for a fine line of a rain-snow mix. Now, these are areas north of the GTA, so primarily through Newmarket, through Vaughan, through Uxbridge, Mount Forest, up through Barrie, Collingwood, and through Orillia. That is where we could see that snow primarily for the evening. Through the overnight and early tomorrow morning, I wouldn't rule out a couple of snowflakes in the downtown core. You may see them. Temperatures are going to be cold enough if we have enough residual moisture. The good news is that behind this system, high pressure is going to show up, which means we're going to see some sunshine by Sunday into Monday. Hi there. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us on this Friday. It is October the 31st. I'm Emily Vukovic. Happy Halloween. A lot of people are really getting into the spirit of things, but it's kind of hard to when it is damp and cold outside. We join Kevin Yard. He is up in Barrie, and right now, Kevin, it is all rain for you, but come tonight, Barrie could actually be picking up a few centimeters of snow. Yeah, I suppose if you're from a place that not too many people have heard of, you're probably okay with snow in northern Canada, that's for sure. All right, speaking of snow, we're going to join Chrissy Van. She is live in Sudbury this morning. And Chrissy, I feel for you like nobody else. You are my hot weather friend, and I am sad that you're in snow.
Oh, you know what, Emily? Samantha here is actually converting me to enjoy this. Samantha, what do you think of this morning's snowfall?
I think this is absolutely awesome. This early in the year means we're going to have a really good snow machining season. Great for snowmen.
See, there you go. Great for snowmen, great for snow machining. So out here in Sudbury, we're taking advantage and enjoying the snowfall that's continuing to fall, already quite a few centimeters on the ground.
All right, thanks so much, Chrissy. I think she's only saying that because she's in it. Okay, well, we're going to see the potential for some snow tonight and into tomorrow morning, but certainly nothing compared to what Sudbury's going to pick up. 4 brisk north-northeasterly winds. Rain this afternoon, fine line of snow coming in by tonight. Areas north of Kitchener, north of the GTA, throughout Uxbridge, Newmarket, Mount Forest, through Barrie and Orillia, Parry Sound, Owen Sound. Everybody's going to be seeing some snow and quite a bit of rain before that snow. Now, if it does accumulate, it's going to be accumulating mostly on the grass and on rooftops, not so much on the road. It is just too warm. It just can't accumulate. So we are going to be seeing this system track its way through the GTA tonight and into tomorrow morning. I wouldn't rule out a couple of flakes in the GTA tomorrow morning. I mean, you might wake up to a little bit of snow depending on how early you get up with this residual moisture. But then we've got high pressure coming in behind it. So by Sunday, it looks as though we are going to be seeing some sunshine. And then by early next week, temperatures rebound closer to seasonal. Yikes. Yeah, I probably wouldn't go to any of those haunted houses. No, I don't think so. Just watching them on video makes me a little scared. For more top 5 videos, you can always head to our website, theweathernetwork.com. I'm Emily Vukovic. It is Friday. It is October the 31st. Happy Halloween. Tonight's weather, not so great. I'll break it down for you in just a few moments. But first, let's take a look at such a wonderful place to visit. You can get all sorts of treats, candied apples and pumpkin pies, and it's a great place. All right, today we've got rain. It is going to be consistent on and off throughout the afternoon. It's going to be light drizzle by the time we're trick-or-treating, but it is going to be a cold light drizzle. We're looking at low single-digit temperatures. By the late evening, it looks as though some areas are going to stay rain, mostly along the lakeshore, but areas just north of that 401 corridor, north of Kitchener, Uxbridge, Vaughan, through Newmarket, Mount Forest, through Barrie and Orillia. That is where we could see that transition to a bit of a rain-snow mix. Some areas are going to see just a fine bit of accumulation. But for the most part, if you do see any accumulation, it's going to be on the grass, on the roof, not on the roads. It'll just be too warm. So we're looking at about a trace to 2 centimeters through parts of cottage country. And this snow could still continue to be mixing with a little bit of rain by tomorrow morning. Once that tapers off, we'll be left with quite a bit of cloud cover through the Saturday. But by Sunday, high pressure moves in and we're going to see some sunshine returning for Sunday into Monday. Joining us, meteorologist Dr. Doug Gillum, as we say goodbye to October and hello to November. Are we going to be seeing typical November-like temperatures?
During the first week of November, yes. And believe it or not, October actually averaged out 1 to 2 degrees above seasonal in the GTA.
Wow.
It didn't feel like that.
No.
All we know is that it got colder and we didn't like it.
Mind you, we also went from 20 degrees to snow in 1 week in October.
We sure did.
It's either or, right?
Right. Now let's take a look at the pattern for the first week of November. The country, southern Canada, will be flooded with Pacific air, so that'll really limit the extremes in the temperatures as opposed to what we saw this past week. And overall, through the middle of the week, temperatures will be a little bit above seasonal in southern Ontario. Unfortunately, that pattern's not going to hold, but we'll hold that thought for just a moment. Again, chilly temperatures Sunday morning, mixture of sun and clouds, but on Monday, milder.
Oh, I like that
word. We see
word.
that sunshine. Temperatures back up to near seasonal. And then on Tuesday, we go above seasonal. As temperatures get up to around 13, 14 degrees. Most of the day rain-free, but showers do arrive later in the afternoon and into the evening.
Okay, now as we get into Wednesday and Thursday, we're looking at seasonal values. The potential is there for some showers, but
Right.
we're still okay temperature-wise.
Right. Temperatures won't be as warm as Tuesday, but still close to where we should be this time of year. cooler on Friday. It should be a dry day, and then the pattern as we go into next weekend and really through the middle of the month. We'll continue. You don't like this?
I don't.
We'll continue to have some back and forth as we typically do in November, but the pattern looks like it's evolving to one in which, while not constantly, the colder air will be residing more in the Great Lakes. Temperatures below seasonal as we head into the second week of November and the middle of November.
Well, it is to be expected, right? It's that time of year where we really start to see that transition. Not many of us, myself included, love it, but I think what we need to focus on is that we need to get out and enjoy the above seasonal temperatures early next week while we have them. Wow, I don't know if I could handle that. I believe in ghosts, and I would be far away from a cold spot. I don't think I would be walking into it. Thanks so much for joining us on this very spooky Halloween. It is Friday, October the 31st. I'm Emily Vukovic. A lot of places have really gone all out in terms of their decorations. Take a look at the haunted house and all the decorations in Toronto. Some people really, really do it up, don't they? Incredible. So scary. Yeah, you probably wouldn't catch me in any of those, that's for sure. A Thornhill Woods haunted house. A lot of families go there. A lot of families go to just scare themselves silly. I don't know. I couldn't do it. All right, we've got rain primarily for the afternoon. As you're getting your last minute decorations out, just remember the winds are going to be gusting tonight at about 50 to 60 kilometers an hour, so that could cause things to blow around, batten it down, or bring it in. A lot of cold air behind this system, and by late tonight, we're talking like midnight. That is where we're going to see that transition from rain to a bit of a rain-snow mix. Northern areas of the GTA, through Vaughan, through Newmarket, through Uxbridge, Barrie, Aurelia. That is where we could pick up a few centimeters of snow. It's going to be fairly short-lived. We are going to see heavier amounts where Chrissy is. Chrissy Van, we've been checking in with her, 5 to 10 centimeters in Sudbury, but around Cottage Country, it traced to 2 centimeters. We have the potential even tomorrow morning to see a bit of a rain-snow mix, but as this system moves out, high pressure is going to move in behind it, which is good news. We are going to be seeing some sunshine for Sunday into Monday. Good morning. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. It's Friday, October the 31st. Happy Halloween. I'm Emily Vukovic, and it is a very cool and wet start to the day throughout southern Ontario. Kevin Yard joins us up in Cottage Country. He's in Barrie, Ontario. And Kevin, it is very wet right now, and it could become worse tonight when they start to see that snow fly. So much fun. Thank you so much, Kevin. It is going to be wet and it is going to be cool for trick-or-treaters tonight. We're only going to be seeing temperatures around 7 degrees, but it's going to feel more like 4 when you factor in those north-northwesterly winds. So through a rain-snow mix through areas north of the GTA, we're talking Uxbridge through Newmarket and Mount Forest, and further north through Barrie and Aurelia. And even further north than that is where we join Chrissy Van in Sudbury. Chrissy, I know you normally love the heat, but it seems to be that you're really embracing the first significant snowfall of the season.
I know. I mean, what can you do? It is here. We've been broadcasting for several hours now, watching the snowfall accumulate. And I really think it's the spirit of everyone in Sudbury that's rubbed off on me. A lot of people taking it all in stride. The one thing, though, if you are traveling through the Nickel Belt, do be careful on the roads, because as you can see around me, a lot of the white stuff, and let's face it, we haven't seen it in a while. One thing's for sure, if you chose to dress up like Olaf from Frozen, you're going to blend right in this year.
All right, thanks so much, Chrissy. Yeah, I'm sure Frozen is probably the big movie when it comes to trick-or-treaters tonight. I'll probably see a couple of, I don't even know the name of the princess, but I'm sure I'll see a couple of them at my door tonight. My daughter's only 2, that's why I don't know the name yet. All right, we've got this system. It's moving through. We are going to be seeing showers on and off for the better part of the day today. Could be worse. We could be in Sudbury. Could be a lot of snow. And then behind this, that's where the cold air filters in. But the good news is that once it's all finished, we do have high pressure that's going to be moving through. So by Sunday into Monday, we'll be seeing some sunshine.
Halloween. Number 5. The weather seems to be very, very changeable. In the prairies, we might see cooler temperatures. In Newfoundland as well.
Number 4. I'm a rainbow on a sunny day.
I'm Wonder Woman.
And I'm Superman. You just look wonderful.
I'm sweating in the polyester.
You know.
Number 3.
What Calgarians are planning to dress up as.
Time to consult an expert.
Right, pretty Alice?
Number 2.
You're gonna come with me, right?
Oh no, I never go in there.
And
Number 1.
The wet weather held off just long enough for Halloween here in Halifax. Pumpkins lit up the streets of Halifax as people headed downtown for some post-trick-or-treating fun.
So much fun. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's Friday. It is October the 31st. Happy Halloween. Unfortunately, our forecast is no trick. We are going to be seeing wet weather, and it is going to be cold through the... Now, for the trick-or-treaters tonight, this afternoon, as you're getting them ready, as you're getting your pumpkins out, make sure you secure your decorations because we do have very strong winds, 50 to 60 kilometers an hour gusts through the overnight. So bring them in after trick-or-treating is done or make sure they're down securely or you might lose them to your neighbor. The cold air that's coming in behind this system is really going to transition things over for us around midnight, but areas like Newmarket and Vaughan and in through Thornhill and Uxbridge, you could actually be exiting your Halloween party tonight and think, is that snow? That might be some snow. It's really going to start a little bit earlier for areas just north of the 401 corridor, but not until early tomorrow morning will the city of Toronto see a chance of a few isolated flurries. Not a lot of accumulation, certainly not on the roads. If we see any, it'll certainly just be on the grass and on the rooftops, but temperatures over the weekend are staying below our seasonal average. Today on the show, if you missed it, we took you back to Hawaii, where the town of Pahoa is feeling a little bit of a reprieve. Unfortunately, it's going to be short-lived. We joined Kevin Yard on this spooky Halloween up in Barrie, Ontario.
That we follow the yellow brick road. What do you think? And here we go. Follow, 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 follow the yellow brick road.
And it is no trick that we were seeing snow in Sudbury, where we checked in with Chrissy Van.
Unfortunately, Gabe, my camera operator, doesn't realize here the snowball that I built, well, that's for him. Snowball fight!
Make sure you join us again Monday morning, 5:30 to 9.